I'll just turn my camera off. All right. So the first step, after I've cloned it all already. So
okay. And you are which file are you looking at here? Which where should I be at in your?
Looking at the README file.
Okay. About well, what I'm okay. So in your workspace, I got it. Yep.
Yeah. So the goal of the BDD is to express behavioral tasks rather than low-level operations. The background step of all scenarios in this homework requires that the movies database contains some movies. Analogies to the explanation in section 4.7. We go against the goal of BDD to do this by writing scenarios that spell out every interaction required to add a new movie, since adding new movies is not what these scenarios are about. And recall that the given steps of any user's story specify the initial state of the system. It does not matter how the system got into that state. For part one, therefore, you'll create a step definition that will match the steps given the following movies exist in the background section of both sort movie list feature and filter movie list feature. Add your code in the movies step RB step definition file. You can just use active record calls to directly add movies to the database. It's okay to bypass the GUI associated with creating new movies, since that's not what these scenarios are testing. And success is when the background steps are passing green. So first step is to just run the scenarios. So I had those set up already, but this is the filter movie list feature.
Okay. Yeah. So
I'm just running that now.
Okay. See it. Yep.
And you can see that the step definitions, the following movies exist, doesn't pass in filter movies as feature in steps RB. And if we run the same for sort movie list feature.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So they both should fail because they're both using the same background.
That's right.
So beyond the background features, not the background, but the background steps. I was looking. It doesn't look like any of the other steps are actually even put in the feature files. Is that correct?
Yeah.
They're explained but not actually coded out.
Pretty much.
Okay.
So yeah. So same thing. So we want to go to, or just go to sort of filter movie lists.
Okay.
So this is the background movies that have been added. And on the Rotten homepage, Rotten Potatoes homepage.
Okay.
So go to movie steps RB, and this is the following, or this is a relevant step, I guess. That's passing the movies table and going through the hash. So for each one, we need to add that. So
yeah. So I did like I had mentioned that I did get a chance to look at this problem. Yeah. And I'm just curious if you I went into the debugger to show what each movie is getting passed in there. Where does that? Do you have any idea where that movies table? Where is that coming from? Is it just are they pulling it out of?
Yeah, Cucumber. So when Cucumber processes this, when it matches the hash, in the step, it extracts the captured groups and then passes them as parameters.
Really? it's actually processing that through out of that features file.
That's right.
Okay. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. And then it's basically Ruby.
Yeah.
Here. The only extra thing is Capybara provides some methods to interact with the HTML.
Right. Okay.
So I guess that's it in a nutshell.
Right.
So here, if we add a line, movie create, and then use the movie variable or object, and set off the failing statement.
Okay.
So if I save that.
Yeah. So it's just going to go through there and basically seed all that into the database, one movie at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're going back to the test.
Yeah.
There you go. See it?
Let's just run it.
And
so now that's turned green on that one.
Okay.
And stored movie, this feature. It's now green.
Passing as well. Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. And that's all of part one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, did you want to do the next one then?
Yeah, I can get started on that. So that's about. I mean, it was about 7 minutes, but I guess it's not a bad place to switch off and.
Yeah, and, I don't think they don't hold you hard and fast as long as you sort of go through the main features of.
Okay. So let's start looking at this. So part 2, happy paths for filtering movies. So the first number 1, it says complete the scenario, restrict to movies with PG or R ratings, and filter movies movie list feature. You can use existing step definitions in websteps.rb to check and uncheck appropriate boxes, submit the form, and check whether the correct movies appear. And just as importantly, with movies with unselected ratings do not appear. Okay. So that's it right there. From that point, that's enough. I don't have to start reading number 2, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's start. So restrict movies. So I think we got to look at the filter movie list feature file, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So enter steps to check the PG and R checkboxes. All right, and they said this could be in the web steps file.
Yeah, that would be the matching when you need to put the scenario.
Right, of course.
In filter movie.
So I want to find something in the web steps like that matches checking boxes, correct?
Yeah.
So like when I check, so for right here, this is going to start off anyway. Well, let's go underneath it. That makes more sense. When I something, right? And it's going to have something to do with checking boxes, and they're saying that there's probably something established in the web steps file. So there's when I fill in the following fields, when I check something. So why don't, let's see, when I check, and let's go back to specifically this README. Restrict and filters, you can use existing step definitions. So would it be something as simple as like PG?
Oh, I think what's the reg expression in web
We'll do
steps?
a capture? Or
Yeah.
wait.
So you need to pass the or match the regular expression.
Is also look in that back in the web steps at the check. So yeah, we have right. So it does have. So I'm not.
Yeah, line 208.
Oh, I'm looking at
Oh,
89.
that should be a check. Oh, hang on, sorry. No, I'm ahead of myself here.
89 says when I check.
Yeah.
Does that look like the right one?
Yeah.
So is that I'm not well, shouldn't that when I check, all right, hold on. Quote. Yeah, I'm not very experienced at reading regular expressions, so maybe you can kind of walk me through that. What happens after check there?
Let me see. When I looked at this before, I think you want something like when I check the following ratings, colon PG, comma R. So that matches a regular expression.
Oh. So colon, all right, so when I check the following ratings. Like that? Oh,
yeah.
Then do colon PG, oops, comma R.
Yeah.
And that's from that regular expression on 89?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. And do I want, let's look and see what the next one is. Or we can run the, should we just run the test on this?
Yeah, run that.
Okay. Movies, let's try, let me save it. Oh, okay, never mind. Should I have?
I don't think you need the quotes.
Oh, no, I don't need the quotes?
No.
Okay. I'll get back to that.
Because it's just a string that is.
Back to the filter. There we go.
Hang on. Yeah.
I follow. Let's see. Would it be no, that's just to fill in the fields. When I select, no, I guess it would be check. Let's try this. All right. Okay. Unimplemented runtime error features. Features filter. This is unimplemented.
Unimplemented runtime. Web steps 29.
Oh.
movie steps. Sorry, movie steps 29.
Okay. I uncheck. Oh, so we have to.
Yeah, this is that's the one you're meant to be matching. So when
that makes okay. I was looking at the web steps.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense. So we want to actually
implement that.
Yeah. Try and comment that. Can't use string split to split up the ratings list. Then, all right. So we still have to do something with this. Do we want to check it anyway, or we have to do? We're gonna have to do something here and next this.
Yeah. I mean, it's coming through. The list of ratings is coming in through in rating list. That's the one you split up.
Right.
And then for each one of those, you do an each to say, and then check if it's unchecked. Wait, sorry, if it's unchecked.
Yeah. So this is interesting. So what is I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Actually, I'm just gonna see what comes up when we do this.
Okay.
With that there. Run the debugger and then see what unchecked is. So I assume ratings list is the list of all the ratings. But I'm not sure what
that's right. The ones you're passing it to PG and R in this case.
Let me uncheck here maybe. Uncheck is nil. What's
Well, it's because there's no match on the un.
So should I look check? Oh. What is going on there? When I check the following filter, let's see what movie steps.
Just check the local variables. See what local variables you got.
In the debugger?
Yeah.
How do I, what is
VAR, VAR.
Oh, VAR? R local, okay. Rating list equals PGR, so that is what we input.
Yeah. And then uncheck is equal to nil. So that's going to be false. So
okay.
You do the else step.
And iterate over the ratings and reuse the so we want to split. All right, so actually, what does rating list look like? Maybe maybe get rid of that space in there so it's easier to split with just a comma.
Yeah, we'll split it with a comma first.
Right, but well, that's fine.
And then squish the output to get rid of any white space.
Oh, let's go back here. So let's see, rating list. Let's go back. Then iterate over the ratings. Okay, so ratings equals rating list dot split.
And then
I can just iterate. So ratings dot each.
Yeah.
Do. Yeah, I don't need it. There's no argue. No. Okay. So each. Well, yeah, ratings dot each R or something like that, right?
Or you do. Or do. Each do. And then they.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. And
then we need to check, uncheck. So if
So iterate over the ratings and reuse the when I check. So now I use part 89,
Yeah.
or line 89 from the other one. So let's see. Wait, how does that work though? If I want to use those in um, am I basically just copying that in there, or do I call that? Can I call that?
You call a capybara method to check it or check it, depending on whether uncheck is set or not.
All right, I'm not. So where I'm lost is where it says iterate over the ratings and reuse the when I check or when I uncheck steps. How do I do that? What does that mean?
Well, the same steps are used for both check and uncheck. So you can see in the regular expression that it's un is can be 0 or none, or 1 or none. So I check will match and I uncheck will match, and it captures the un.
Okay, so I'm going to put
passes the un as the parameter. So that uncheck either contains un or nothing or nil.
Yeah, I'm not. So do I put something? What do I put?
Put an if statement in there.
If okay, so if
unchecked.
If unchecked, it's that's false.
Yeah,
right?
We'll make that a dot equal un. No, just an EQL. What is it? This is one I always use. EQL question mark. Yeah, EQL question mark. Yeah, that's it. And then in that case, so that'll be the unchecked case.
Okay, so if then let's go back. I need to read the README again. Well, if they're unchecked, then we don't want you want it to filter out. Correct.
At this stage, we're just going to check it. So the filter out comes later when we press the refresh.
Right. Where does that do? Here we go. Filter moving list. Yeah, this is I'm pretty lost. I don't really, this is when I check following ratings. So let me get back to this. So all we're doing is checking that they're checked or unchecked. Okay, so this is just determining if something is checked or if it's unchecked.
That's right. Oh no, that's not determining. It's actually doing the checking or the unchecking of the checkbox. So it's setting it.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Rating list. I'll split. So if rating list is only giving us back PG and R, the ones that we want to check.
Yeah.
Then all we're gonna have, then we're just looking at those two ratings. Like when we iterate through this right here, ratings I each do.
Yeah.
These R's are gonna be just PG. All we're gonna get is PG and R.
Yeah. Or whatever it's passing to you.
All right, but in this case, with the test that we put in there, or the in the feature file, that's what's going to come back, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And so
after the next step, that is.
And so an uncheck is nil.
Yeah.
So what I don't understand if uncheck equals un.
Well, you see in the regular expression
up here.
If the statement was I uncheck the following ratings.
I see. So that's nil because the un is not there, so that's why it's nil.
Well, because the first case it was I check the following ratings.
Right.
So
I got it.
Uncheck will be nil in that case.
Yeah, so we're setting, I see. So then it's nil, and then all right, let me see if I can get somewhere here then. So that's nil. Uncheck. So in this case it is check. Uncheck. Then we want to then all we have to do is say uncheck the rating list. Uncheck the rating, right?
That's right.
So what is that command? Is that the command from the web steps?
Yes, it is.
So uncheck.
It'll be a capybara command.
Yeah. So, but the one that I'm looking at there at like 94, right? And
web steps. Just have a look.
Uncheck R is what I put in there.
Uncheck field. Yeah.
And that'll be R in this case.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And then the next is going to be.
When I look these things up, they had a page dot uncheck. So I guess maybe you don't need the page.
I don't. Well, we'll give it a shot. We'll try this, and then so else.
Yeah.
Else
and
would
be check.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, not quite, because the actual name of the ID of the check field is ratings underscore G or ratings underscore PG or whatever it is. You'll need a bit more than R in there.
Okay. All right. So I want to just sort of concatenate that on there.
Yeah, we'll make it a string. So the string will start with ratings underscore. Yeah, the R will provide the last bit. That's where you'll need the hash curly brackets R.
At the end?
Yeah. But the ID starts with ratings.
I got you. Yes, I see. It's so yeah, ratings underscore then that. I got you. I'm sorry. That makes sense. All right. And then
that's it. And then the same for the check.
Right. I just give me two there.
Okay.
All right. So should I try and run that and see if it checks them and unchecks them?
You need an end, I think, don't you?
After the if else, yeah. Oh wait, no. No, this is just the indentation's wrong, I think, because there is an end down here.
Yeah, the final. There's a cross down the bottom. So I think you need a if else end.
Okay. Oh, right. This is for, yeah, that's for the iterator. I got you. Okay. All right.
Okay. So save that.
There. I guess I'll get rid of, I'll leave the debugger on, I suppose. It won't hurt. Testing. All right, continue. I guess it did. It's kind of unnecessary. When I check, okay, it passed. All right. Paul, you can go ahead and start driving. That took a little while, but
yep, okay. So the next one. So repeat the steps when I check and create. Just only check the specified lever boxes as they were. So it will report the scenario, all ratings selected. It would be tedious to use, and I should see to name every single movie. That would detract. Then I should see all the movies and movie steps RB. Consider counting the number of rows in the HTML table to implement these steps. You compute rows as a number of tables. Table, expect rows to equal value. To fail the test in case the values don't match. Update, you no longer need to implement the scenarios for no rating selected. So in the scenario, all ratings selected.
Oh, did we? I'm sorry. Is number 2 taken care of?
Oh, sorry. No, it's not, because we need to uncheck the following ratings.
But yeah, that's
all the other ones.
Right, but we've actually already, yeah.
Yeah, we've implemented the movie step.
Right. We had to put the step in there.
Yeah. In the scenario. So when I uncheck the following ratings, so the following ratings are PG 13, G. So if I still got the debugger in there. Let's take that out. So where have we got? So I'm on the
looks good.
Yeah. PG-13. So next step is to submit the search form on the home page.
Okay.
So that's back in.
And that's part 3 of the README? Or not part 3, number 3, part 2?
Part 2. So let me see. So I unchecked it. So when I think this is when I press, so the button is called refresh back in index HTML HAML. So when I press refresh, and
that press that matches something from the web steps, I imagine.
Yeah. Which one is it? Anyway, I'll run that.
Line 52. When I press, and then it does click button. Okay, and so if the button's on the page, it'll just do it, right? It'll recognize that and press refresh.
Hopefully, if it's already been implemented.
Right. Okay, good.
Yeah, when I press refresh. So edit steps to ensure that PG and R movies are visible. So then we can.
You just have to. That's going to be then I.
So
that should be a then, huh? Then something.
Yeah. Then apparently it doesn't matter what keyword you use.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's just for readability.
Right.
So then
I should see.
Let's say a PG movie. So
right. Yes.
The Incredibles. and do an and.
Terminator.
Yeah, and has to be capitalized. And
So you can't put both of those on one line?
I don't think that would match the regular expression.
I was just curious. That makes sense.
Terminator. Okay, I'll save that.
Okay.
I'm going to run it.
All right.
Yeah, they're green.
Yep. Green all the way.
Uh,
Now we just have to check that the PG-13s and Gs are not visible.
yeah, so say chocolate is a PG-13.
That's should not see.
Should not see. See. Say chicken run. Okay.
All right.
See what happens. Yeah.
Cool.
So 2 scenarios passed, 11 steps passed. So I think we're done on that one.
Yeah, there's where am I? So there's the last thing about all ratings selected, but yeah, if that's right, there's another scenario. There's another scenario right below that says all ratings selected. See assignment. So yeah, I think that does complete that section of
Yeah.
And then I think we go to number 3.
So do you want to drive from this one?
Sure. So if I'm looking at the review, right? That's number 3 of part 2 for the scenario. All ratings selected. It would be tedious to use, and I should see to every single movie. That makes sense. That would detract from the goal of behavior-driven design to convey the behavioral intent of the user's story. To fix this, create step definitions that will match steps of the form. And I should see all of the movies. Okay. And consider counting the number of rows in the HTML table to implement these steps. You have computed rows.
That'd be in the steps.
You have computed rows as the number of table rows. You can use the assertion expect to fail the test in case the values don't match. Okay. Let's find movie steps here.
Oh, you want the filter movie list first, don't you?
So I just want to put scenario all ratings when will that be? Let's go back to the readme. So when I what?
Or you could say when I check the following movies and then list all of the ratings.
When yeah, okay. When I check the following ratings and list them all, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay, that should do it.
And then they say then I should see all movies, right? Then I should. Where is it at? Then I should see all of the movies. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's should I say then I should be on the homepage or anything like that, or is
No, that's a given. You right at the start, and
Yeah.
in the background, you're on the home page.
I should see. Let me check that again. See all of the movies. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, say that. I guess we should go. We can go ahead and just get a failing test.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.
When I check is good, then I should see all the movies. So that's an undefined step.
Right. Okay. So we can go ahead and actually. I keep getting confused.
Yeah, define that one.
Movie steps. There we go. It's unimplemented. Then I should see all the movies. So it's complaining that this thing here in movie steps is unimplemented, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what? Let's see. What do they mean by the HTML? Wait, what do they mean by the HTML table?
The table it's in. If you go to index.
So does that mean each? Let's go to index. Does that mean basically each line is a movie, correct?
Yeah, each line in that TR table.
Right. Okay. I know that. Let's look at this.
I found it quite handy to do a print page.html in, like when you're using the debugger instead of using the debugger, if you wanted to check what is actually on the HTML page.
So you're printing the actual HTML. So
yeah, printed on the console to stand it out.
Okay.
So when it reaches that point, it prints out the HTML. So if you were
put the
wondering,
debugger in here and just run it.
yeah, well, yeah, you can do the debugger.
Let's see. What were you? Did you just put print in this formula in the method here in the then?
That's right. Yeah. So
print
a page .html.
HTML. It's new to me. All right, cool. Now let's try this. Wait, what?
Oh, have you unimplemented that step?
Oh, so it won't do it. Oh, I have to. Okay.
Yeah, they take the fail out.
So, and I can access that by. Did I not save it? What the heck happened? I saved it. Is it trying to implement something else?
No.
It's saved. I'll run it again. I don't know why. Pending record here. Again, let's find stuff for these snippets. Why? I'll just run it again. I don't know. It's saved. Save it again. Oh,
Is it print? Oh.
it's still saying it's up.
Is it print or prints?
It's PRINTS.
That's the correct keyword, is it?
That's what I thought. I don't know. I could just try prints. Oh no, it's turned blue when I did that. So that's a good sign. Let's try this then. It's not strange that it stayed yellow, but it must have ran into a problem and just, no, it's still yellow.
I don't know. I had it coming up for me before.
Yeah, well,
Let's do done something a bit different. I don't know.
I'm gonna get rid of that and see if we at least get it to the yellow to go away. I don't know why it's yellow. That's strange. So let's just try this. We're still doing filter, right? I don't know why that's strange. Unless I'm looking at the wrong thing. Then I should see all of the movies when I check the following ratings. Then I should see, let me double check that it matches. Maybe it's not matching. Yeah, it's different. So I was going off the README. The README says all of the movies, but the web spec says all
the movies are.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, that's why that print didn't work.
Yeah, we'll do it again now. All right. Okay. So,
yeah, you can see if you scroll up there, you can see the table. So it's all these TRs.
Yeah, so it's just, yeah, it's
want to count those.
So each one, yeah. So you can access this by going through page.html and then running some code on that to count those.
Oh no, that's just for debugging.
So how would you? Let's see. Let me look at this.
So we need a capybara statement in there.
Okay.
So
page should have content, or let's see. So just again, I look at this reading again. See. Consider counting the number of rows and interchangeability steps. You have computed rows as the number of table rows. You can use an assertion, expect rows to equal value. So you fail, okay, but you know, counting the number of rows. So there's a capybara. So it's yeah, because it's not just the user. It sees it basically looks at the page like, you know, it's reading it, the HTML.
Yeah.
All right. So when I fill in, when I follow, when I press, when I go to when within, select, check, choose. Okay, so something like then so that's not it.
Well, what we're looking for is all table / t-body / tr dot count, and looking for that to equal movie dot count.
Okay. Yeah. So
So start off with an expect.
in the here in movie steps.
Yeah.
So
Under where you got print HTML. Yeah.
if I can do the basically the expect that they put in here, which is expect
Open bracket.
rows to equal. Well, we want to find that, right? We don't know what rows is, right?
Well, we're counting the TRs.
So we're not putting TR.
Well, make it all. So no, you're right where you were. So expect open bracket and then all round brackets. So method, and then all open bracket, round bracket. And then we'll have a string here, table / t-body / tr. And then outside the first round bracket, we'll put a dot count.
What sort of syntax is that with the table / t-body / tr?
Oh, that's just HTML. That's what it's matching on.
That's how I mean, because that's not. I don't know HTML like that. Okay, so expect dot count to equal.
And then dot outside the next round bracket, do a .2.
And then equal, and then movie dot all.
Yeah. No, movie dot count.
Dot count, yeah.
And then equal space movie dot count.
Is it okay? All right. Space.
Okay, we'll try that, shall we?
Sure.
Then I should see all the movies. Looks good.
Yeah, the weird thing is if you go back to the previous time we ran it, it passed also, I think.
And did it?
I was just noticing that as I clicked on it, it was green before, but maybe I just, yeah, that was green before.
Yeah. Oh.
Strange.
Anyway, you can take the print page HTML out now.
Yeah, I'll take that out. Okay, so that one's good. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Drop back.
Yeah. So let me see what's next. So use the new already selected. We've done that. Part 3, happy paths for sorting movies by title and by release date. Since the scenarios in the sort movie list feature involve sorting, you'll need the ability to have steps that test whether one movie is before another. Then I should see Aladdin for Amelia. So let's go to sort movie list. So first thing is scenario, sort movies alphabetically. So when I follow movie title, then I should see Aladdin before Amelia.
Okay.
Just as they say. Then let's see Aladdin. Four. Amelia. That's it. So we save that one. Now run the sort movie list feature. So when I follow movie title, so unimplemented.
Right.
In movie steps RB 18.
Okay. Yeah, that's all right.
We're off to movie steps.
That's the way unimplemented is.
Yeah, so that's where we got the fail unimplemented. So take that out.
Ensure that one occurs before A2. So, right. So would you just look at that again in terms of like where they are on the page?
Yeah. And make sure that one string regex occurs before or after another one on the same page. That's the hint that they're giving us. So they're passing us E1 and E2. So E1 is the movie name, so Aladdin and Amelia. So what I want is we expect third body to match. Get a regular expression here. So then hash E1 and hash E2 I think so. What that's doing is trying to match on the using the two movie names, trying to match on that as a regular expression.
So it's basically saying you've got some stuff, then you got E1, and then some more stuff, and then sometime after that E2 comes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
Yeah.
I
think I don't know if my thing is delayed, but you got to close that squiggly bracket around E2.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're quite right.
Okay,
Good to go.
that's cool. Excuse me. All right.
So where are we? Yeah, looks good.
Yeah. Sort movies and increasing my release date. See, this is when I follow release date. That's green. That's not
Yeah.
big.
And I'll follow release date.
All right, that's where we're at.
Yeah, we haven't done that one yet.
Right. Yeah, I was just noticing that I was wondering why it's green, but that's just green because follow was implemented in web steps. All right.
Yeah. So in this case, we should, when they're sorted in order of release date, they didn't give us movies, did they?
You create above.
No, they don't say. Doesn't matter. We can pick our own.
Yeah.
So when I follow the release date, then
So do you do I should see when you're doing I should see something before something? Would you put the date or would you put the title?
the title, top, because we're going to use the same matching step.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and because that's set up to read the title, yeah, that's what we want to match on. So I should see, say, 2001: A Space Odyssey. I think that's the earliest. Anyway,
Yeah.
2001. Space Odyssey. Before everything else.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Well, that's 1981. So
yeah. Of the lost. So we don't think we need to do anything else.
No. Oh no. Well, you got the you're going to use the same movie step, huh? So the same thing in there. Yeah. So that all right. Yeah.
It should cover both. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
2 past 8 plus. I think we're done.
All right.
I don't think there's anything else.
Oh, and is that the whole homework?
I think so. Then it just
great. Yeah, just the submission, huh?
Yeah. All right. Look, I'll stop it here.
Okay.
So you know where to pick up the video from, don't you?
Can you do you have the link? You can just put it in the chat there if you have it.
Yeah. What I normally do is after I've finished, I go to past events.
Oh, is it in there?
Yeah, and then you can click on watch, and then the link comes up. You can record it from there.
Okay. Let me get on there real quick. Make sure I can find that. I don't want to have any.
So I just stopped the broadcast.